The supporting roles stepping into center stage tonight with vice presidential debates only becoming a thing in the last 50 years. The first in 1976, when Walter Mondale faced off against Bob Dole in attack mode.
The pardon of Richard Nixon is behind us. Watergate's behind us.
I think Senator Dole has richly earned his reputation as a hatchet man tonight.
That phrase, hatchet man, tied to Nixon, with the country still reeling from Watergate.
Two candidates now coming on stage.
In 1984, more drama on the VP stage when Congresswoman Geraldine Ferraro dressed down then VP George H.W. Bush.
Let me help you with the difference, Ms. Ferraro, between Iran and the embassy in Lebanon.
Let me just say, first of all, that I almost resent Vice President Bush, your patronizing attitude that you have to teach me about foreign policy.
Ferraro, the first woman to appear on a VP debate stage, but not the last. Vice President Harris, for example, in 2020, facing off against Mike Pence.
And I want to add, Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
But of all the issues raised, few landed like the fly on Pence's head.
You know vice presidential debates are boring when a fly shows up and the entire internet loses its mind.
The most watched VP debate ever, that belongs to former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin.
Nice to meet you. Hey, can I call you Joe? Okay,
alongside then Senator Joe Biden.
Oh, man, it's so obvious that I'm a Washington outsider and someone just not used to the way you guys operate.
That face-off pulling in more viewers, nearly 70 million, than the presidential showdowns that year between Barack Obama and John McCain. But maybe no debate moment is more memorable than Senator Lloyd Bentsen pouncing on Dan Quayle's youth as the 41-year-old Indiana senator compared himself to John F. Kennedy.
I have as much experience in the Congress as Jack Kennedy did when he sought the presidency.
I served with Jack Kennedy. I knew Jack Kennedy. Jack Kennedy was a friend of mine. Senator, you're no Jack Kennedy.
Aligned with such lasting power, Mr. Biden pulled it out 24 years later against another young up-and-comer, Paul Ryan.
Jack Kennedy lowered tax rates, increased growth. Ronald Reagan.
Now you're Jack Kennedy.
Ronald Reagan.
Tonight, the biggest goal may be an introduction to America, with both probably hoping for a better one than independent James Stockdale's in 1992's one-of-a-kind three-way race.
Your opening statement, please, sir.
Who am I? Why am I here?